Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I will be bringing you guys the Empire Tournament number 2. We are in round number 4 of this tournament. It will be played between Swaglord 4 and Jello. Winner of this will advance to the semifinals, while the loser will be dropped down into the losers bracket where they still got a chance to fight their way to the finals. And as throughout the entire duration of this tournament, there will be 4 banned cards. Those will be the Mother Witch, the Dark Prince, the Goblin Drill, and the Cannon cards. Main reason for these bans being the cards seem to be very overused and have very high win rates throughout the past couple of metas, so it kind of led to a bit of a stale meta, and just for the sake of changing it up, I thought we'll ban it and see kind of how the meta adapts. So we've been seeing a lot of cycle decks throughout the tournament, and now is no exception. We got a minor cycle looks for Swaglord, and almost looks like a 2.9 Expo modification for Jello with P.E.K.K.A. instead of the tank. Actually, he did run a similar deck to this earlier in the tournament, but I believe it was like P.E.K.K.A. Royal Giant, so it could be that once again. Swaglord, I'm not sure if he's got Balloon as his win con or what. He's got Royal Delivery, that goes down to stop the P.E.K.K.A. Archers will get cleaned up by the Knight. Now a little bit of a counter push coming in for Swag. Miner and E-Spirit to follow up. The Log will clean up some of that for Jello. Skeleton's down the Miner as well. However, the Knight and Miner are both locked on Jello's left-hand tower. Huge damage here for Swag. The tower's down to 1100 health already. Beautiful first push from Swaglord, and even if he just has minor chip, only 1000 damage, that's very doable for just a couple little shovel hits and a few logs getting cycled in. Not sure what Swag's last card's going to be. Jello, I think, might be rocking the Royal Giant. Early Tesla now down for Jello. Swag just opts to cycle a Knight in the back. And yeah, both guys are going to wait until they hit full elixir. Another miner coming in from Swag. The P.E.K.K.A. will catch that, only allowing the miner to chip one hit off. And now a Tesla coming down from Swaglord. Seems like Jello is slowly building his push here. And the Royal Giant goes down right at the center. Wasn't able to snipe that Tesla. Was able to just took more damage from being placed there. Now logged back. Fireball goes down on the Tesla. Royal Giants hang towards the tower. The Royal Delivery comes down. No shot off on that tower. However, there's a full health P.E.K.K.A. going down the left-hand lane. Tesla Skeletons on defense. The Log cleaned both of those up. However, it looks like this P.E.K.K.A. will be cleaned up nicely. Another one going down, though, in the back left from Jello. The Knight will be going down the back for Swaglord. And Swag seems to just be cycling some cards here, possibly going for another miner, getting some chip. He's still got about 1100 health lead. Actually opts to cycle another Tesla. Now his 2 Teslas down. A Fireball goes down on the Tesla, but it wasn't popped up, so no damage goes to the Tesla. Royal Giant crossing the bridge with the P.E.K.K.A. right behind it. There's going to be 2 Teslas on defense there. One gets taken down. The second one will live long enough to take out the Royal Giant. P.E.K.K.A.'s still up, coming down the left-hand lane, but the Tesla and Log will take that out. Swaglord's Miner's chipping on the tower, and the Log cleans up the Skeletons that were on defense. Tower's now at 500 health. Huge lead for Swaglord. Jello, it's pretty much now or never for him. He's placing another P.E.K.K.A. and the rocket comes out from Swaglord, bringing the tower down to 100 health. It's in overtime. So Swaglord literally has to go in. He does the Royal Giant, but the Law brings his tower down to 32. He's now one spell away, or a minor chip away, and Swaglord wins this game 1-0, bringing this series to a 1-0 lead. Alright, we're going into game number 2 here between Swaglord and Jello. Swaglord will now be on the top, and he is on series point. Jello on the bottom. Ooh, early Princess there from Jello, and the Log comes down instantly. Looking like Swaglord was just cycling the Log, and he picked the right lane. He'll now opt for the Ice Spirit Hog push in the right, Electric Spirit on defense, as well as a Goblin Gang. However, with the Ice Spirit freezing the Goblin Gang, the Hog will get one hit on the tower. Log could not prevent that. Velk will be on defense for the rest of the Goblin Gang, and the Goblin Barrel coming in for Jello. That gets defended by the Stabbing Goblins. A little bit of chip down done by each side, but Swaglord takes the lead just a little bit. But the Princess on defense gets NATO'd in and then taken out by the Valkyrie. So it looks like Jello is rocking the Velk modified Log bait. Swaglord seeming to be that Hog X Rocket. And he's got another Hog Ice Spirit in the left hand lane. Tesla on defense, but that got frozen by the Ice Spirit. That allows the Hog to get to the left hand tower, but not allow it to get a hit. And in the meantime, Swaglord's Velk will defend Jello's and crosses the bridge on the right hand side. Gets supported by a couple stabbing goblins. The Goblin Gang and Log will have to come out to take that out. And both guys just going to opt for a little bit of a reset here. Slight 2 elixir lead for Swaglord, and I'd like to say he's got a bit of a matchup. He's got Log, he's got the NATO, and not to mention with the splash cards being the Velk and possibly and definitely Execution, as he just played that down. X on the left, but the Goblin Barrel and Princess push on the right for Jello. The Log took out the Goblin Barrel, Velk took out the Princess, and now the Velk on defense for Jello. That Executioner's crossing on the left with some Goblins behind it. Nothing on defense for it now. Those Goblins actually pushed the X forward a little bit. It got one axe throw on the tower before targeting to the Valkyrie. Leads now in actually Jello's favor after that push on the right-hand tower. But slight elixir lead for Swaglord. Not sure if he's going to opt to push or just wait till full. He is waiting for full. And then going for a Hog in the right-hand lane. Jello Teslas and Goblin Barrels on the right-hand tower himself. Princess is down as well. No damage for either side there. And Swaglord hits 10 elixir before placing down that Executioner. Heading towards the Princess. Not sure if Jello will protect it. He will opt not to as the Executioner takes that one out. Hog Goblin push on the right gets taken out by the Log, and now the Tesla as well. Goblin Barrel instantly logged for Swaglord. Once again, not much damage on either side. Velk will prevent that one Spear Goblin from getting damage, but the Executioner on the left will throw an axe on the tower, giving Jello some chip, and his Hog's now going in. Only a Goblin Gang on defense, so the Hog gets one smack before going down. Now a little maybe Goblin Gang counter push on the left. Nope. Jello opts to go for the Goblin Barrel far back right. All the Goblins but one get logged, but no damage on the right hand tower. Lead now in Jello's favor about by 150. And we've got two Stabbing Goblins and a Rocket coming in for Swaglord. Rocket for both sides now. Lead still in Swaglord's favor, however, so Jello is going to need some chip either from that Princess or from a Goblin Barrel if he wants to continue Rocket cycling and take the win. In the meantime, there's the Hog going down, Tesla's on defense. A Log Goblin Barrel coming in from Jello gives him a little more chip. And with the Ice Spirit Princess being cycled, it seems like both guys are just opting for a Rocket cycle here. Once again, Jello needs to get a connection of some sort, whether the Princess or Goblin Barrel. He cannot just continue cycling Rocket. And with Swaglord constantly cycling the Hogs down, a Tesla has to be put down at all times. It's going to be quite difficult for Jello to break through. He goes for the Log, actually. This Princess is very close to the bridge, so Swag has to keep placing stuff to prevent the Princess from locking. In the meantime, Jello's able to rocket. Swaglord answers immediately. The Valk now coming down on the right-hand lane. Jello does defend it. I'm not sure if he needed to, but the Tesla is now down to defend this Hog. Still, very, very slight lead in Swaglord's favor by 30. That Log will actually change the lead. It's now in Jello's favor. Very close, but the Rocket coming in for Swaglord. He's taking the lead now, so his Rocket should be slightly ahead of Cycle compared to Jello's, and with about a 50 health lead, but the Hog reaches the tower. The Tesla doesn't stop that. The Hog brings the tower down to 72 health, and that will be in range of the Log. Swaglord takes this game 1-0, winning this series 2-0, and bringing himself to the semifinals.